amis and welcome back to La Maison Française de Aradhya, a little French home where a love for this language begins. Before we go any further into the verbs and before we talk about conjugation, before we talk about tenses, we need to talk about the subject because the subject is the heart of every French sentence and you cannot conjugate a single verb without it. So today we are going to learn all about les pronoms sujets, the French subject pronouns, words like je, tu, elle, nous, vous, elles. These are the building blocks. So grab your notebook, grab your pen or come on, let's begin. So first, what is a subject pronoun? Super simple, it's a word that tells us who is doing the action in a sentence. In English, you say, I eat, you eat, he eats. So I, you, he are the subject pronouns. So French does the exact same thing, but words are different. So number one, we have je. Je. This simply means I. You use it when you're talking about yourself. So if I say, je m'appelle Aradhya. Je m'appelle Aradhya. That means my name is Aradhya. Quick tip, je becomes J apostrophe if the next word starts with a vowel. You may wonder why. The French hate two vowel sound crashing together. Very elegant people. Let's move on. Number two, tu. Tu. This means you, but specifically the informal you. You use it with friends, family, kids, your dog, your cat, but do not use it with your boss, a stranger, or anyone you just met. That would actually be considered very rude in France. Let's move on. Third and fourth, we have il and elle. Il means he and elle means she. Now here's where the French gets very interesting. Every noun in French is either masculine or feminine. So il and elle also means it, depending on the gender of the subject. For example, the book, le livre. Le livre is masculine. So you'd say il. Il. Next example, the table. La table. La table is feminine. So it can also be written as elle. Pretty cool, right? Okay, let's keep moving. Now, number 5, nous. Nous. This means we. Straightforward. For example, nous parlons français. Nous parlons français. We speak French. But here's a fun fact. In everyday spoken French, most people actually use on instead of nous. On parle français. Same meaning, but much more natural in conversation. So you will hear on constantly. Now we have number 6, vous. Vous. And this one does two jobs. Job number 1, it's for the plural you. Okay? If you're talking to multiple people, you use vous. Vous. Job number 2, it is the formal version of you and talking to one person, but you need to be polite, you use vous. As I said, tu is used for informal way and you cannot use it with your boss or stranger and the people you just met. And it's a big deal in French culture. When in doubt, with a stranger in France, use vous. Always vous. Finally, number 7 and 8, il and elle. Both mean they. Il is used for a male group or a mixed group. Even if there is one man and 100 women, you still use il. French defaults to masculine for mixed groups, and elle is used only when every single person or thing in the group is feminine. I know it's a bit old-fashioned, but that's the rule for now. Et voilà, mes amis, that is all the 8 French subject pronouns. Speak with me. Je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, elles, elle. Now I want to tell you something really exciting. We already have a Verbs and Tenses series ongoing on La Maison Française de Aradhya. And now that you understand what a subject pronoun is, you are fully ready to go into that series and it will make complete sense to you. So everything is connected. The subject tells us who, the verb tells us what they do. Together, that is a French sentence. If you enjoyed today's lesson, please give it a like. It truly helps La Maison Française Aradhya grow and reach more French learners around the world. And drop me a comment below and tell me which pronoun surprised you the most today. Was it vous having 2 jobs or il for mixed groups? I really read every single comment. Merci beaucoup, mes amis. Thank you for being here in our little French home. Take care of yourself, keep practicing, and I will see you in the next one. A bientôt!